this part of the country where we find ourselves, or this part of the world, access to funds is the biggest problem. Access to capital is very expensive. Access to capital is very scarce.
So about 767 manufacturers were closed in the course of last financial year 2023, and 335 were distressed. So they have a fundamental issue in their hands that they need to address.
To enlighten investors in the Nigerian manufacturing sectors on ways to scale up their productions for enhanced output, the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria MAN Southeast Zone, in partnership with other organized private sectors, chambers of commerce and key stakeholders, recently organized a Stakeholders Engagement Forum aimed at providing articulated guides on accessing funds from the Bank of Industry, SME'S, and other financial institutions.
The main reason of this gathering today stems from a burning passion to reposition businesses to the next level for greater productivity and impact. The focus is on access to finance and sources of funds with various financial institutions and government agencies in a bid to understand how to access key funds to support manufacturers and businesses within the region. Afreximbank took the bull by the horns and created some solutions which will facilitate productivity and hence effective trading in the continent. Luckily for us, the leadership of this bank are our people, and they are very passionate about empowering the people in the region who meets the criteria. And that's why we are here, about positioning ourselves to be empowered financially.
Theme: Access to finance and cheaper funding for SMEs in Nigeria. The forum provided an opportunity for financial resource persons from Afreximbank from Cairo, Egypt, to enlighten manufacturers and business owners within the Southeast geopolitical zone on proper ways of accessing funding to grow their investment.
The bank has in recent times established significant digital initiatives to accelerate trade growth, remove global risk perception of doing business in Africa, reduce huge dependency on foreign currencies, particularly the dollar, accelerate seamless movement of goods and services across the continent, among others. This initiative includes the Pan-African Payment and Settlement System. This system allows us to trade in our Naira, to trade in our Kenya shillings, to trade in our Egyptian pound, to trade in our Ghanaian cedi. It allows us to trade in our different African currencies without being dependent on the dollar. Man is inviting us to this session because they want us to be part of the processes that every entity who wants to be a man or belong to Manufacturers Association of Nigeria must be MANSA verified. Later in the day, we'll be signing an MOU with SME'S as well, because that is part of the journey. For the loan they are going to give to you, the 1 billion, you must be MANSA verified to obtain or to access that information. That's for them. We are also working with UBA. I'm happy UBA is here. We are working with UBA, and after they have put $6 billion in place, $6 billion to actually lend to support our African SMEs.
The Afreximbank, through its MANSA Digital Initiative and partnership with the Central Bank, regulatory bodies and their Financial Intelligence Unit, is facilitating a smooth interface between the customer and financial institutions' business relations to meet customers and business partners' expectations while ensuring consistency and regulatory compliance in financial interventions administration.
Apps is designed to effect payments in local currencies. So, for instance, when somebody in Odisha market, maybe you put your display online, the trader, maybe you sell leather shoes, and you put it online. Somebody in Ghana literally can see your good and say, I want to buy this good. And what happens? the person in Ghana goes to his bank and says, I have Ghanaian cedi. I'm going to purchase this shoe that I saw online, and I don't want to change to dollar, and I want to receive. I want the person in Odisha market to receive those funds immediately, so that the person can transfer the shoes to me immediately.
So Mansa has made it easy for you to be documented. So as Lady Ada has said today, if you're a member of MAN or you are planning to become a member of MAN, let being onboarded on the Mansa platform be a priority for you. Be intentional about it and do not feel overburdened by some of the questions you'll be asked. Because when investors arrive, those are the same questions that you are going to be asked. But that Phrasing Bank, through its Mansa Digital Initiative, is making it easy for you by preparing you ahead of time for such opportunities.
The Mansa Digital Platform creates visibility for entities across Africa, and it's free of charge. So we're here to ensure that all our African entities are onboarded on the platform and remove that perception of risk of doing business in Africa and enable us grow from the micro entities growing into the small entities growing into the medium entities, and see the medium entities become large corporate organizations.
For Lady Ada Chukwudozie, the chairman of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria MAN for the Southeast region covering Anambra, Enugu and Ebonyi State, the time has come for the federal and state government to go beyond rhetorics and provide investment incentives for manufacturers in Nigeria by subsidizing cost of production materials for them to produce more and boost the economy.
To governments and businesses here, my message will be that our current ways of trading via heavy importation of finished goods and exportation of commodities has expired. We should embrace industrialization and export finished products while importing more of raw materials. Our very successful traders should be encouraged to partner with their suppliers overseas as their local content drivers and manufacture products in the region in order to take advantage of the African continental free trade area. This big market that it has created in order to create more wealth, jobs, and inadvertently bridge the gap of transfer of technology. Our subsidizing consumption should be discouraged and instead provide subsidies for production. Government should provide incentives, investment incentives, land, tax breaks, grants, subsidies to manufacturers who wish to invest or upgrade their machinery technology.
The management of the Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria, SME'S, represented by the event, reiterated the intention of the agency to partner with the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria MAN on their One Product, One Local Government initiative, where each local government area will be trained on at least one product manufacturing.
As SME'S, we are very deeply committed to addressing the challenges faced by small and medium enterprises, and we recognize their pivotal role that they play in Nigeria's economy. We believe and we understand that the small business owners, the manufacturers in the southeastern part of Nigeria are very industrious. And so when they get this access to finance, you can use it for three things. One, to procure workspaces, two, for working capital, and three, for work equipment. We believe that this will help to not only revitalize entrepreneurial efforts in the southeastern part of Nigeria, but very soon our economy will start to reap the transformational benefits of entrepreneurial participation in Nigeria at large. We've also begun to do different other things. So if you're a manufacturer here, I would advise you to please join an association. Join the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, join clusters, and join cooperatives. Because we're going to roll out our One Local Government, One Product initiative as SME'S. This One Local Government, One Product It is an initiative to go across the 774 local governments of Nigeria to identify products that we can harness for local consumption and also for exports. So we'll be working with associations like MA to providing them financing, and 70% of this financing will be loans and 30% of the financing will be grants.
The Anambra State Commissioner for Industry, Honorable Christian Udechukwu, who represented the State Governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, assured the readiness of the government to support the manufacturing sector through provision of adequate infrastructure and enabling environment for ease of doing business, and urged the manufacturers to adapt to emerging trends.
As a government in Anambra State, we're building a new economy. In the last 10 days, we received a 4,000 hectare industrial city master plan for the new Anambra Industrial Park. That Anambra new industrial city park includes a pharmaceutical park, an automotive industrial park, an agro food processing park, a brand new airport, I might add, and a generic industrial park where everybody and anybody can be here. We are building a new export processing zone because we have a port that is probably just about 2 kilometers away from here. That will be a point of entry and a point of exit, a port of origin and a port of final destination. We're working with the concessionaire to ensure that we don't just have seasonal exports, which comes with the rains, when the rains time goes up and the barges are able to come in. That we have an all-year-round export happening out of Onitsha. We are accelerating economic development in Anambra. So a conversation like this, where people who are needing to use that road for purposes of social, economic, and political exchanges, are here today. And they're here in this room with bankers. I hope that the business people who were in this room today did not lose on the opportunity. Because what Mansa, what Lady Maureen Mba presented to you is like the book of life in the new African economy. That's what Mansa is.
Held at the Manufacturing Association of Nigeria's liaison office in Onitsha, Anambra State, the event also had representatives from leading commercial banks and financial service institutions in Nigeria in attendance.
Conversations like this should not end in this room. We should take it to our business places, to our business centers, to the markets. We should ensure that our learnings from here are implemented immediately after that. I'm hoping that one we can easily walk into the banks and we all, or rather at a moment, I will be able to initiate transfer directly from our rooms to clients' accounts outside Nigeria.
What is being done by government through SME'S and to aid this access to finance and funding by SMEs by making documentations, areas of audited financial statements, collaterals, etc. So easy for SMEs.
The manufacturers are here, and this. The traders are selling it inside the market of China, Heavy Bridge, all those places. What is your provision or the package you have for them? Because I'm one of them.
Our friends from SME'S and also the BUI and some of our intervention partners, that's where they come in. Because when some of them have access to very cheap funds and they come in through those intervention funds, they usually look for partners that are going to work with to make sure that this money gets down to the grassroots. So what they do, and that's when banks like us, Fidelity Bank, come in, because we understand SMEs very well. So they come to us and say, okay, we want to make sure that these funds get to the grassroots, get to the trader, get to the manufacturer, get to, to bring the sector that want to use the money. And then what they, because they may not be able to do it directly, but we have the framework. So they come to us, partner with us, and then we make sure that the money gets down to you.
What we do, we give funding, we also give financial support, advice. We are about the only bank that does medium term here. So we are willing to partner with you for the next 3 to 6 years, depending on how much you come with. We focus on job creation, wealth creation,
We have a desk that manages gender, women, and youth development. We have youth-centric products.
I came with a lot of packages, ranging from working capital, because we do 3 things. One is financial advisory, and then the second one is providing financial support. And financial support has 2 variants: working capital and also tendered loans, or what is called term loan or project loan. You know, all the other products come under these 2 financial product buckets. So that's the solution I'm going to provide.
United Bank of Africa is poised to offer value to manufacturing firms in Nigeria. We are looking at the region of Anambra, Enugu, and Ebonyi State. And I just want to use this opportunity to present to you our partnership with TFCFTA, a $6 billion partnership to assist businesses, including manufacturers, in 4 sectors of the economy. We are looking at automotive industries, we are looking at agro-processing industries, we are looking at transport and logistics, and pharmaceuticals. They stand to gain a lot within that, out of this offering we have.
In terms of the impacts of this capacity building and skill transfer intervention, it's more importantly for the civil service is productivity and efficiency, you know, and ability to be able to scale and sustainability. Before we use calculator, then at some point we transition to using Excel. Now there are more advanced tools that can help you to get things done quicker and faster and more effectively.
We as a country, we as individuals, we as organizations, we need to reduce our dependency on the USD. So basically, use a trader, a marketer that is in Onitsha, can sell his goods, maybe sandals, maybe oil, maybe anything that he produces to someone in Ghana, and can receive his money in Naira. And somebody in Ghana can send to Nigeria to his bank account within few seconds.
Financial institution, the only way we know you is by your financial record, maybe what you can call account statements. So a review of your account statement tells us the nature of your business, the capacity of your business, and then we'll be able to signpost you into what you can deserve in form of lending.
There is funds, solid mineral funds. Some percentage of the national budget is dedicated to solid minerals, and a major component is meant for SMEs. SMEs should be registered with cooperatives. The federal government has directed state governments to register cooperatives free of charge.
We are a partner with MAN, the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. We need to come together to develop our state and develop our country. The more interactions like this we have, the better it is for everyone.
We also have funds at the Anambra Small Business Association. It's a Bank of Industry fund that is also available to support MSMEs. At Ministry of Industry in Anambra State, we also have funds with both Bank of Industry and SME'S. Now, these funds are also designed to put MSMEs on an escalator. Nano businesses becoming small businesses, and then small ones becoming medium, and then medium ones becoming large.
Captains of industries, key investors in the manufacturing sector and beyond, government representatives, business owners who were at the event had commendations for the organizers and expressed optimism for a better future for the manufacturing sector going forward.
A lot of small-scale business enterprises and entrepreneurs were here. Most of them are coming to the knowledge of what Mansa is doing to promote their businesses. Thank God today, under Mansa, under the leadership of Lady Ada Chukwu-Dozue, that is coming to us. And we are grateful for what they have done. We are grateful for what she has done, and we expect more. And we say kudos to her and her team.
The best thing that happened to traders today is what Lady Ada did. To create awareness, to know that we are closer to government. There is a platform you will be and make something in government, not when you are going up and down on the street.
I want to especially thank Lady Ada for this opportunity to bring together all these stakeholders. It's really not easy. We had someone in-house say this is the first time he's been invited to this kind of forum, and Lady Ada has made it possible.
Look at what she's been able to put up together. You know, look at the caliber of people that attended. People came from Lagos, people came from Abuja, people came from all walks of life, and it's to learn and benefit. So it's a kind of solution that she has brought, and she has brought life into the businesses of a lot of people in Anambra State, in Enugu State, and in Ebonyi State. So it's commendable. She should keep it up.
People are getting awareness of what the global is all about. Look at, you can now transfer money from here to any part of Africa without you using US dollar or British pounds or euro.
To create this opportunity for manufacturers, for entrepreneurs, for even traders, SMEs, people that must rise to excel in their business is a wonderful thing. I mean, I commend Lady Adachukwu Dozie, the president of MAN Southeast. They have done excellently well. In fact, somebody that sat next to me said, it can only be a woman that will put such an excellence together. This is an excellent event.
Ada is doing very well, and I'm sure that's why she was elected as the president of MAN. This is a wonderful beginning, and I will look forward to more of this.
Meanwhile, MANSA signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria, SME'S, and other financial institutions, which would generate uninhibited access to funding for manufacturers for increased production.
The signing of this Memorandum of Understanding with SME'S tells a story of a collaborative nature, because SME'S has wanted to join forces with us to ensure that all entities they are giving out the loans to are MANSA verified. What do I mean by that? They have their AEI code, which is the African Entity Identifier code. That code allows those institutions to actually access the fund of SME'S.
They have signed several MOUs with Anambra State government, with Enugu State government, to dole out 1 billion naira. With that 1 billion naira to support businesses, to expand their capital base, that will go a long way. It is not the entire thing, but that is just a pilot scheme. And we believe that a lot is more to come from where that is coming from. I'm very hopeful that there is actually hope for Nigeria. You know, it's always difficult to start good things, but with time, it will take its roots and it will become very fruitful.
Of MAN Southeast, I wish to thank Lady Ada Chukwudozie, the chairman, Anambra Enugu and Ebonyi State MAN, for putting this program together.
A great moment. Wow.